It is a cold first day of November here at West Perry High School. This is District 3 Field Hockey. Hello, everyone watching on the West Perry Athletic Department YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Perry Athletics. And we are in need of a treat, no pun intended, from last night for Halloween, but we are here in a consolation semifinal. A state playoff spot is on the line as the number 2 seed, West Perry Mustangs, host the number 3 seed, Eastern Lebanon County Raiders. The Mustangs and the Raiders coming off a tough loss in the quarterfinals this past Saturday, in fact, as West Perry had a tough upset loss here at Mustang Stadium against the number 7 seed cross-county rival Susquehanna Blackhawks. The game went further than any game for West Perry this season, by the Mustangs losing 3-2 in double overtime against the Susquehanna Blackhawks in the quarterfinals, while the Eastern Lebanon County Raiders, the number 3 seed, got upset at home this past Saturday against the defending PIAA Single A state champion Sporting Springs Bubblers. The Bubblers victorious 2-0 against ELCO. For West Perry and Eastern Lebanon County, this is only the second time in the history of the District 3 playoffs that these two teams are meeting each other. As we are set, we are getting ready to roll, and we are underway here. Consolation semifinal. The winner of this game moves on to the 5th place game, and it will be against the Newport Buffaloes. Earlier today, Newport beating Anfield Cleona. It was 3-2 the final. And the loser of this game will host Anfield Cleona in the 7th place game. But the thing about the 7th place game, ladies and gentlemen, is that it's win or go home. Like the top 7 teams qualify for the PIAA Single A state playoffs. So if you win, you're in. But if you go to the 7th game, then you have to win. Otherwise, the season is over. And so we have the starting lineups out here right now for both teams. First for the Raiders, coached by Kelsey Thorley. Number 4 is a defender, Jordan Fox. Number 5 is the midfielder, Kaylin Hipschman. Right number 6 is the forward, Meredith Knoll. Right number 9 is the defender, McKenna Haas. Right number 10 is the forward, Kylie Brown. Right number 15 is the midfielder, Daniel Geyer. Number 16 is the defender, Alexa Shenaman. Number 18 is the defender, Yas Omar. Right number 27 is the defender, Ayla Swally. Right number 32 is the defender, Haley Whitmoyer. And starting at goal for the ELCO Raiders is number 33, Aaron Marks. And right away here we have our first corner of the game, and it's going to go for the Mustangs. And here is the starting lineup. Actually, we'll get to that here in just a second after this corner. We'll announce a couple of names as this goes on. Looks like Albright's going to be bringing in this corner. All right, it's going to go down the middle for Jordan Byers, and Byers going to take a long shot, and it'll just go wide. West Perry thought they had it in, but it just went wide off the net for Jordan Byers. So here is the starting lineup wearing the white for the Mustangs. Right number 2 is the midfielder, junior Jordan Byers. Right number 3 is the midfielder, a freshman, Madison Bell. Right number 4 is the forward senior, Julie Loy. Right number 5 is the senior forward, Lauren Foster. Right number 6 is a junior midfielder, Shay Dyer. Right number 15 is a junior defender, Allison Brandt. Right number 17 is a senior defender, Carla Campbell. Right number 22 is a freshman defender, Zoe Steppe. Right number 27 is a junior midfielder, Autumn Albright. Right number 29 is a senior midfielder, Molly Zimmerman. And starting at goal for the Mustangs is a junior, right number 43, Marty Morrison. Same lineup as it usually is for the Mustangs all season long. Both of these teams coming off a tough loss, but they had a big first win at their respective home fields Eastern Lebanon County, with 17 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw at this point, had a first round victory against number 14 seed Berks Catholic. That was a 3-0 final. While the West Prairie Mustangs in the opener for the District 3 playoffs had the highest scoring offense in the first round. They won 11-1 against number 15 seed Kennerdale here at Mustang Stadium. For Eastern Lebanon County, this is their first road game of the District 3 playoffs, and here we go again with our second corner of the game coming up for the Mustangs.
Corner for the Mustangs.
In the first round win for the Mustangs against Kennerdale, they scored 3 goals in the first 5 minutes. Doesn't look like they're going to get that here, but they can still take an early lead. Down the middle here for Jordan Byers, and Byers is going to get broken up. Key victories for both of these teams. For the Mustangs, score early and often. You do not want to go into overtime, because the big reason why West Prairie lost against Susquehanna in the quarterfinals was because the game lasted so long they ran out of gas at the very end. That's how Susquehanna won. So if you want to win this game, score early, score often, and do not go into overtime. For the Eastern Lebanon County Raiders, just keep doing what you're doing. Sure, you had a tough loss against Boiling Springs, but they're the defending state champions. Boiling Springs is hosting Susquehanna tonight in the District 3 semifinals. And so, for Eastern Lebanon County, just keep doing what you're doing. Like, you're not a really good defense so far. Like, these are 2 very evenly matched teams. And so, for the Mustangs, so far this season, they have scored 112 goals and only gave up 11 this year. While ELCO, almost a similar story. They scored 95 goals so far this season heading into this game, only giving up 12. So these are 2 identical defenses. So one thing's for sure for the Mustangs, you do not want overtime. It was the second overtime game that West Prairie was in this season. Their first one was at Cumberland Valley against the Eagles in the Cumberland Valley championship game for the field hockey tournament. And that overtime only lasted 1 minute thanks to a goal from Jordan Byers on a penalty stroke. It was the golden goal. So West Prairie, only 2 losses. They were 16-0 heading into the regular season finale. 17-0. But the Mustangs losing in the season finale here in Mustang Stadium against the defending AAA state champions Lower Dauphin Falcons. So the Mustangs definitely have the competition. They have a little bit of an edge on strength of schedule-wise for the Mustangs over the Raiders. So here we go. Over here to Autumn Albright. 3 big players that you definitely want to keep an eye on for the Mustangs are 3 Division I athletes, and they're all on this field right now. You got Jordan Byers, who is a junior. She is one of the top recruits in the entire country, and she has already committed to play at the University of Iowa, one of the best teams in the NCAA right now. In fact, they were number 1, but a couple of tough losses in the Big Ten dropped them down to number 9 as of right now. And also you've got, for the Mustangs out there, Molly Sermon. She is a senior. She'll be a Villanova Wildcat next year.
Corner for the Mustangs.
And another junior out there is Autumn Albright. She is committed to play at Penn State. So we are very excited, especially for our three players already going to play Division I field hockey. And just they're all going to do great things. Here's Jordan Byers, and that shot got blocked. I think Madison Bell had an opportunity right there, but it goes for naught. Jordan Byers, without a doubt, one of the best recruits in the entire country right now. She is the only West Prairie player ever to score at least 200 career points. How often does that happen in the sport of field hockey, when you can get 200 career points? The world record, I remember looking this up earlier this season, the world record for most points scored in a 4-year career in high school field hockey is 305. So with Jordan Byers still with one with a senior year left to go, it's possible she could break that record. The current record holder, I forget the name, but it's somebody out of Tennessee. We are over halfway through the first quarter already. No score as it was predicted. Sorry, got a couple of technical difficulties right there with the audio, but we got them all fixed up now. Yep, we're good. We're good. It's a headset.
Okay.
Yeah, it does that sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. And so now we got another corner. How many is that? Oh, that's 4 already, I think. Or 3? Okay, 3. Third corner already. Really? Hey, there was more than 3? I thought it was 4.
Okay, maybe it might be 4. Maybe I
Yeah.
It could be.
Yeah. I mean, this feels like a lot of corners right now. We're only in the first quarter. So here we go. Corner from the opposite side this time. Yeah, I think you might be right. It might be 3 for a corner. Over here again to Jordan Byers. Byers' shot goes way wide. Oh, wait a minute. We got another corner coming up here.
Corner for the Mustangs.
So back-to-back corners here with about 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. And once again, they're going to go for Jordan Byers. Byers is going to take a shot. It goes wide. It gets deflected there by Julie Loy and goes wide. Excuse me, that was actually Shay Dyer with the deflection. But still scored. There's no corner this time for the Mustangs. But they do have it after 25-yard line. Arm upright, going for somebody down the middle. And Jordan Byers will get another corner. That's quarter number 6 already. Only 10.5 minutes in. And once again, they go for Jordan Byers. Byers got to take a shot. I think it got hit by one of the defenders. And this will not be a corner, and it's actually got to be ELCO ball. Or, nope, it will be West Prairie possession. There was a little confusion down there of them on the field. On him upright. Goes down the sideline for Shay Dyer. Dyer's got to look for a cross. He finds Jordan Byers. Good defensive stop there for Yas Omar. This will be West Prairie ball pretty much from the far corner here. Here's Arm Albright, the future Penn State Nittany Lion. Remember what's on the line here, ladies and gentlemen. Winner of this game automatically qualifies for the state playoffs, while the loser goes down to the 7th place game, whether it's win or go home. These two teams now do not face each other very often. West Prairie in the Mid-Penn Conference, they won the Mid-Penn Colonial Division this year. Outright 12-0 in that division in the Mid-Penn Conference, while the ELCO Raiders finished a perfect 10-0 in the Lancaster-Lebanon League in Section 3. Ball down the sideline here for Julie Loy. Julie Loy is another one of those players. Earlier this season, she got her 100th career point. Before this team came along, in the history of West Prairie field hockey, there were only 2 players that scored 100 career points. Megan Moyer and Angie Loy, the 2 players with 100 career points, and now you have 3 on this team. You got Jordan Byers, and this looks like trouble here for him. We got another corner coming up here. A tackle there. Looks like Albright got taken down pretty hard, but she'll be on the circle this time. Yeah, you got Jordan Myers with over 200 career points. Molly Silverman scored 100 career points. She scored 100 earlier this season. And Joey Lloyd became the latest West Prairie Mustang to join the 100-point club. And we have another corner coming up for the Mustangs. That is 8 already.
West Prairie corner.
The Mustangs definitely providing all the offense so far. Marty Morrison is the West Prairie goalkeeper. Hasn't had to do a thing so far. And a shot down the middle, and that goes in, but I don't... Did that count? I don't think it did. It was off I think it was off a defender and went in, but no, this will not count. We got 44 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Still scoreless. Here at Mustang Stadium, a cold first day of November here at Mustang Stadium. Game time temperature 42 degrees. It is cold out there, ladies and gentlemen. Makes me very happy I'm in the press box here today. Coming up between quarters, I gotta thank a couple people real quick who are responsible for making this broadcast happen. 10 seconds left to go. And the Raiders just cannot get anything going right now. As one last second here, and that will tick off, and we are scoreless after the first 15 minutes. You are watching the PIAA District 3 Consolation Semifinal, West Prairie versus ELCO, exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. We'll be right back for the start of the second quarter. Back here now, getting set for the second quarter. Right now, we have our West Prairie Athletic Department trivia question of the game. We usually have a trivia question for every broadcast for those who are tuning in for the first time. And so our trivia question today is this. This is the second meeting all time in the District 3 playoffs between West Prairie and ELCO. When was the first time that these two teams met in a District 3 playoff game? We'll have to answer for you coming up at halftime. And speaking of this broadcast, really all this wouldn't have been possible without some donors that we had. We started a GoFundMe page just a couple of days ago, and we need to raise the money to have the broadcasting fees because District 3 charges anybody to stream playoff games, even if it's on a cell phone. So we started a GoFundMe page, and as of right now, we have over $600 in this GoFundMe fundraiser so we can broadcast these playoff games. Honestly, I wish we would have done this sooner. But we were here today for a big game, state qualifier here in the Consolation semifinal. And so we have to thank all our donors. I don't have the list on me. I probably will on Friday. But, yeah. We've had some donors, and you can still contribute to that GoFundMe page. You can look it up on my Facebook page, facebook.com/WP the official Facebook page of the Golden Pipes at West Prairie Athletics. And you can scroll down a little bit, and I think it'll be like the second the first and second post that you'll see on that page. Click on it, click on donate, and all the money, or most of the money, will be used to broadcast playoff games, and any money left over at the end of this school year will be sent directly to the West Bay Athletic Booster Club. So thank you again to our donors who have donated already, and thank you for your continued support of West Prairie Athletics. And nothing out of the ordinary here, as we got another corner here. This is corner number 10 for the West Prairie Mustangs, first of the second quarter. So 0 for 9 are the West Prairie Mustangs on corners. See if they cash in this time. The last quarter did result in the ball going into the box, but it did not count due to interference down the middle. So here we go. The Mustangs looking for a quick work. Over to Jordan Byers again. Byers with a backwards pass looking for Molly Zimmerman. And the goalkeeper is way over comfort zone, and that will go in. Molly Zimmerman with the goal. The goalkeeper, Aaron Marks, was nowhere near in front of the net. Molly Zimmerman with the goal, the future Villanova Wildcat. And she gets on the board first for the Mustangs. 1-0 early in the second quarter. It was a brilliant backwards pass from Jordan Byers. She's got to be credited with the assist. Like in the first 9 corners, the Mustangs Jordan Byers would go for a goal. But instead, she mixes it up a little bit. That was probably a message from the head coach, Wendy Byers, in between quarters. And now the Raiders are looking to get something here. The Raiders have not had a shot so far in this game. It has been a fairly easy night for the West Prairie defense and the goalkeeper, Marty Morrison. Just a couple of minutes into the second quarter, Molly Zimmerman, a senior midfielder, on a corner. Makes it 1-0 for the Mustangs. Remember what is at stake here, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of this game qualifies for the state championships. And they will take on the Newport Buffaloes in the 5th place game. That will be on Saturday. The winner of this game will host that 5th place game, and the loser will host a 7th place game, and the winner take all in the District 3 playoffs. It's either win or go home for the 7th place game, because the top 7 teams in District 3 single A qualify for the state championships. Yeah, it was a little bit of a different approach that we're used to seeing here in Mustang Stadium from the opposing goalkeeper. Aaron Marks is the goalkeeper for ELCO. And she was just way out front, trying to swipe the ball away perhaps, but Marty Morrison made it look easy. And here's a shot, and good save there for Marks. And take it here by Autumn Albright. Autumn Albright can do a little bit of everything. Across down the middle, and taken by Madison Bell, and it's shot, and that goes off the foot, and it'll be Raiders' possession. And a foul there on Jordan Byers. The Raiders looking for something here. You almost have to be certain that the Mustangs are coming at this game with a purpose, because like I remember talking to some of the Mustangs before a game, and they were saying, oh man, we beat this team in the Perry County tournament at the very beginning of the year and did really well against them, but Susquehanna has definitely gotten a lot better since the opening game. And Susquehanna is in the District 3 semifinal tonight against the defending state champion Bowling Springs Bubblers. Probably started already. Starts at 7. Don't know what the time is right now. There's Autumn Albright. winner of this game faces the Newport Buffaloes in the 5th place game. Earlier today, the Buffaloes beat Anfield Crayona at Susquehanna High School by a score of 3-2 earlier in the other Constellation semifinals. Newport is the number 8 seed in these playoffs, and they qualify for the state championships with that win earlier today. They started the District 3 playoffs with a 7-1 victory against the number 9 seed while missing. That was at Susquehanna, and then Newport losing in the quarterfinals to the top seed Ole Valley field hockey squad. That was a 6-2 final there. Long trip, too, to Ole Valley for Newport Buffaloes, but fortunately, Ole Valley is at home tonight, not against the Prairie County team. Ole Valley is in the semifinal tonight against the number 4 seed Bishop McDevitt. All 4 of those semifinal teams automatically qualify for the state playoffs. Ole Valley, Bishop McDevitt, Susquehanna, and Boiling Springs already punching their ticket to the state championships. Good defensive stop here for ELCO. That is number 16, Alexis Shanaman. The Raiders are still looking for their first shot in this game. It's really been an easy night for the junior goalkeeper Marty Morrison for the West Prairie Mustangs. Just about halfway through the second quarter, coming up on the West Prairie Athletic Department halftime report. Let's talk about all our teams making the playoffs. Some of them are already done for the year, and we still have more playoff action later this week. And a foul there. Oh, foul on Judy Loy. And it's going to be ELCO ball. Good looking run here. That was Kylie Brown. The Raiders still looking for their first shot, and right now they are hanging on. Here's number 12. That's Addie Whaler, I think. Ball intercepted by Albright. Goes up the far sideline for the freshman starter, Madison Bell. Madison Bell looking back. And Troy Byers trying to block this, but couldn't. Good looking run here for Autumn Albright and take it right back. That's Jordan Fox. That actually looks more like a 1. Or no, that's number 5, Kaylin Hipschman. Lots to talk about coming up on the West Prairie Athletic Department halftime report, where some of our fall sports teams are doing so far, and we also have our West Prairie Athletic Department trivia question of the game, or answer to that, I should say. And all that and more coming up on the West Prairie Athletic Department halftime report. Long ball intended for Shay Dyer goes wide. 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. Mustangs hang on to a 1-0 lead thanks to a beautiful corner off an assist from Jordan Byers to find Molly Zimmerman. So far, the 1 goal so far in this Constellation semifinal. Good run here for the Mustangs. Looking down the middle for Shay Dyer and working out another corner here. The Mustangs cashed in last time. Can they do it again? With 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Once again, we want to thank everyone at home for tuning in on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel for the District 3 1A Field Hockey Constellation Semifinal. State qualifier, a state bid is on the line here tonight. here to join Byers, and I think Byers lost possession and went off her foot, and that's a turnover. And take it right back. Here comes a long shot and a deflection, and finds Shay Dyer right there, but a foul called, and it'll be Raiders possession. A long pass down the middle here. This is Hipschman. Hipschman going straight past the 40 and stopped immediately right there from Molly Zimmerman. Or excuse me, that was Zoe Steppe on that stop. Here's Julie Loy. Julie Loy is going to take a shot. Oh, I thought that went off of Hipschman's hand. I guess not. No foul was called. But still Raider possession. And went out of bounds. Still Raider ball. Hey, Brent, real quick. Can I see that PIAA officials announcement you have there? Thank you. Have you ever thought of becoming an official? We at District 3 and beyond are facing a shortage of officials in every sport, and we fully support the efforts of the PIAA to find special people willing to help. While the job challenges you athletically, requires cool and decisive thinking, and means sticking to your guns, the rewards are great. There are many benefits to becoming an official. You are making a difference in the lives of students everywhere. You are encouraging exercise through competition. You are establishing lifelong fundamentals of fairness. You make new friends. You stay involved. You stay in shape. And you earn extra money. Check out PIAA.org for more information. Application fees are waived for students. District 3 and the PIAA working together to help our student athletes. And tonight, this District 3 Constellation semifinal is sponsored by the Peyton Walker Foundation. District 3 Constellation semifinal is also sponsored by River Rock Academy. Two minutes to go here in the second quarter. Mustangs hang on to a 1-0 lead. The number 2 seed taking on the number 3 seed. Both these teams will be at home on Saturday, but it'll only matter of what they are going for on Saturday. Winner of this game will host a 5th place game. Loser of this game will host Anfield Cleona in a winner-take-all 7th place game. Foul call on the Raiders. Here comes a shot. Gets deflected. Another shot. It got blocked again. Blocked right there by Shanneman. We knew this would be a defensive kind of game, and so far it is with just about 1 minute to go in the second quarter. Raiders, even though they had a good possession earlier in this quarter, they are still looking for their first shot of the game. It has been mostly the Mustangs with possession time so far. This is Hipschman. Hipschman's got to go down the sideline, and she finds Daniel Geyer. And 20 seconds to go here, and this is going to be stopped by Zoe Steppe. Steppe looking for Shay Dyer, and there's a call. Let's probably try to get one more before the half, but they got 10 seconds to do it. And Jordan Byers is going to have to run for her life, and that will take us to halftime here in Mustang Stadium. 1 goal for the Mustangs so far, holding up 1-0 for West Perry. You are watching the PIAA District 3 Constellation Semifinal. West Perry versus Eastern Lebanon County. Exclusively on the West Perry Athletic Department YouTube channel. We'll be right back in less than a minute for the halftime report. We are back here now for the halftime report. As you can see on the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, 1-0 for the West Perry Mustangs. It was off a corner. That was passed to Jordan Byers, and a beautiful backwards pass to find Molly Zimmerman, a future Villanova Wildcat. Two Division I athletes working well for that one goal off a corner by the Mustangs. 1 for 13 on corners in the first half. So West Perry definitely getting their chances, but good defensive effort for the ELCO Raiders. Well, we want to thank all our donors on the GoFundMe page. If you haven't done it yet, if you're looking to donate, you can go to facebook.com/WP Golden Pipes. You can find the link there for the GoFundMe to raise some funds to broadcast our playoff games. And with the money that we have right now, we have over $600 right now on the GoFundMe page to raise money for our playoff games for this school year, not just for the fall, but also for winter and spring sports if we have any home playoff games. And any money left over will be sent directly to the West Perry Athletic Booster Club. And we have 2 more playoff games later this week, this Friday, for West Perry football here at Mustang Stadium. They are the number 3 seed in the District 3 AAA playoffs, as the West Perry Mustangs, number 3 seed, will host the number 6 seed Bermudian Springs Eagles this coming Friday here at Mustang Stadium. And you can catch that game live right here on the West Perry Athletic Power YouTube channel. Hopefully better weather there on Friday night, because right now it is solid 40 degrees right now here at Mustang Stadium. It is a cold, cold night here for PIAA's District 3 field hockey. And then on Saturday, we'll be back here at Mustang Stadium for either the 5th place or 7th place game in the District 3 Field Hockey 1A playoffs. The winner of this game will host the Newport Buffaloes for 5th place, thus automatically qualifying for the District 3 playoffs, while the loser of this game will host Anfield Cleona on Saturday. In a winner-take-all, win or go home, in 7th place, the top 7 teams qualify for the District 3, for the PIAA 1A state championships, which begins next week, actually. It's amazing how fast time flies. Here's our West Perry Athletic Party trivia question of the game. This is the second time that the West Perry Mustangs and the Eastern Lebanon County Raiders have faced each other in the District 3 playoffs. When was the first time? You got to date way back. I wasn't even born yet. It was 1992. I was born in 94, by the way. And West Perry and ELCO in 1992. The ELCO Raiders won that game 2-0 in a District 3 2A quarterfinal. Both teams qualified for the state playoffs that year. But the ELCO Raiders in 1992 made it all the way to the state championship game. That was held at some college outside of Philadelphia. I forget. I think it's Cornelius College, I think it was. Some Division 3 school, I forget. But, yeah, ELCO made it to the championship game in the state that year in 1992, losing 1-0 in double overtime to Upper Moreland. So that will be our answer. 1992 was the first time that these two teams met, and the second time here tonight, 31 years later. And we will be right back to get things started in the second half. West Perry with a 1-0 lead, thanks to a goal from Molly Zimmerman. You are watching the PIAA District 3 Constellation Semifinals. West Perry versus Eastern Lebanon County, exclusively on the West Perry Athletic Department YouTube channel. We'll be right back in just about 30 seconds for the start of the second half. We are back here getting set for the Third quarter, 15 minutes, back on the clock. 1-0 here in the West Prairie Mustangs, still in the green and white uniforms. And can't imagine it was 5 minutes during halftime. I can't imagine they were not very warm as it is cold out here, ladies and gentlemen. 40 degrees right now here at Mustang Stadium. The Eastern Lebanon County Raiders have not had a single shot in the first half. It has been all Mustangs so far in this game, but now the Raiders are going to get right back into it, and there's a foul, a turnover actually, and it will be West Prairie possession. No doubt that the Mustangs are not very happy being in the consolation semifinal today. They'd rather be in a winning side of the bracket. But hey, who says you need to win a district championship to go deep in the state playoffs? A great example of that was the 2019 West Prairie softball team, as we got a scruffle down the middle. Goalkeeper Marks goes down for a second. And good defense stuff for the Raiders. Anyway, the 2019 West Prairie softball team, they were upset in the District 3 semifinals against James Buchanan. And the Mustangs eventually got third place just to qualify for the state playoffs. But then, as the third place team in District 3, went on to win the state championship. In 2019, they beat Elizabeth Forward, the District 7 champion that year in the state championship game up at Penn State University. So yeah, who says you need to be a district champion to win a state championship? And no doubt that's what the Mustangs is going to have on their side. What's going to be on their minds, I should say. Once again, we want to thank everyone at home for tuning in on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics. Maybe I should say that I'm the Golden Pipes of District 3 field hockey today. Yeah. If this was a championship semifinal, then I would probably say that. But nah, it's still the Golden Pipes of West Prairie. If you are tuning in for the first time, if you're an Eastern Lebanon County fan, I know we don't face ELCO very often in anything. But we've been broadcasting our games for 4 years now. And we got a corner coming up here for the Mustangs. They were 1 for 13 in the first half. Now their first corner.
West Prairie corner.
First quarter of the second half. Can the Mustangs capitalize? Try to double up their lead. That Molly Zimmerman is going to deliver this one. We see Autumn Albright down the middle this time. Those two switching places. And pass down here for Jordan Byers. Byers' long shot gets deflected. Where'd it go? It like disappeared. Did it go in? Is this a goal? It was wide. The ball just literally disappeared. It was that strong of a shot that it just vanished. But now there's a new ball, so yeah, I guess it went wide. So here's Molly Zimmerman. Zimmerman had the first goal for the Mustangs. She takes a shot, goes off of Marks. And now the Raiders trying to get something going here. These two teams were perfect in their conferences. West Prairie perfect 12-0 in the Mid-Penn Conference Colonial Division, while the Eastern Lebanon County Raiders were perfect 10-0 in the Lancaster Lebanon League in Section 3. I asked some of the fans here for Eastern Lebanon County because I was wondering how long of a trip it is for them to get here, and they said like an hour 30, hour 45. I thought it would be a little worse than that, but I mean that's not too bad, really. I mean, it might be bad for a Wednesday night, but hey, just great to be here. Of course, both these teams would much prefer to be playing in a championship semifinal, and they would have if they both won their quarterfinal matchups, but back-to-back upsets, the 6 versus 7 seed in a championship semifinal tonight. Boiling Springs hosting Susquehanna. Other semifinal matchups throughout District 3 in Class 2A. Tonight, you got the number 1 seed Palmyra taking on the number 5 seed Mannheim Central. And the number 2A semifinal, Ephrata, the number 7 seed, is at the number 3 seed Northern York tonight. That's in Class 2A. In AAA field hockey, in the semifinals, they got the number 1 seed Mannheim Township taking on the number 4 seed Penn Manor. And the other semifinal in AAA, the number 2 seed Lower Dolphin Falcons taking on number 3 seed Warwick. And those are the 4 state qualifiers for Class AAA. The top 4 qualify, so if you're in the semifinals, you're already in. It's only a matter of placement. Mannheim Township, Lower Dolphin, Warwick, and Penn Manor, each qualifying for state championships in 3A. In 2A, you got the top six teams qualifying, and a little bit of a slip there from Marks, but ball went wide anyway. Our matchups coming in Class 2A Constellation semifinals tonight. Hershey, one of the best teams in PIAA, got beat by Palmyra. And Hershey is at Elizabethtown tonight. And Redland, what a story that's been for the Redland Patriots. We got another quarter coming up here for the Mustangs. The Redland Patriots shocked the world in the first round playoff game in Class 2A. The Redland Patriots, with an 8-10 record heading into the playoffs, they were the number 15 seed. And they upset the number 2 seed, the only undefeated team left in District 3. They upset Susquehanna 2-1 in overtime in that game. Now Redland has a good chance of qualifying for Bourbon tonight. Actually, that started at 5:30. That game was probably over already. It's all good. Looks like we have nope, it is ELCO ball. I thought it was another quarter signal there, but nope. Yeah, it looked like it, but guess not. Jordan Myers able to take it right back, however. And Mustangs with possession again. Around the 15-yard line, Maddie Bell pass it back to Molly Sermon. Sermon, a long shot. That gets deflected. And Jordan Myers trying to get through the middle. And another corner here for the Mustangs. That's 15 now. 2 in this third quarter. 15 in this game on corners for the Mustangs. Corner down the middle for Jordan Byers. Byers trying to get down the middle. And Byers got a high shot. And this will be ELCO ball. No, it's actually going to be West Prairie possession. It was off a Raider, apparently, the shot. So the Mustangs hang on. Here's Maddie Bell. Bell was looking for a cross. A good defensive stop here. This is going to be a grudge match right around the 7-yard line. Who wants it more? Maddie Bell. Great effort here. On a stop is Addie Weiler, excuse me. And it results in another corner. Are you kidding me?
West Perry corner.
16 corners now. And only one has go in so far for the Mustangs, but it's holding up. So now Autumn Albright is going to bring it in. She's going to find Jordan Byers once again. Byers' long shot goes off of marks. See, this has been a story so far for the Mustangs with these numerous corners. That's 16 already. Only 1 for 16 now on corners for the Mustangs. But they have been going with the same play every single time on these corners, going down to Jordan Byers. The only exception was the one goal that they scored when Byers had a beautiful backwards pass to find Molly Zimmerman. And now Jordan Byers is going to have a shot, and guess who? Another corner. I think we're going to be looking at a District 3 record for most corners in a game. Yeah, I have no idea what the record is, but if it's this, I wouldn't be surprised. On Albright. See if she goes for Jordan Byers again. And they do. Jordan Byers got to look for something. A backwards pass gets taken down. An ELCO possession. Wow, Jordan Byers went down hard, and she landed awkwardly on Jordan Fox. Good defensive stop for Fox. The Raiders are still looking for their first shot of the game, and we got 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Really only one time so far in this game has the Raiders had a good offensive possession, but still no shots. The Mustangs doing everything they can. Like, I think ELCO has only had possession on the West Perry side for like 2 minutes. Here's Maddie Bell. Bell going down the middle. I think she was looking for Shay Dyer down the middle. And now ELCO trying to get something brewing here, but stopped immediately by Molly Zimmerman. And there's a smart pass, a hard block down the middle for Aubrey. No, excuse me, that's Yas Omar. 2.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Marnie Morrison is the junior goalkeeper for the West Perry Mustangs, and she hasn't had to do anything so far in this game. She could have pretty much just sat down this entire game. I mean, that has been the case so far this season for the West Perry Mustangs. I mean, you got a good goalkeeper in Marnie Morrison. Last year, the goalkeeper, Alexa Frederick, she graduated last year. And, yeah, she was tested a few times last season. But Marnie Morrison really hasn't had to do much of anything. The only games where she was really tested, she was only tested in 3 games. She was tested at Cumberland Valley. She was tested against Lower Dolphin. And then, of course, in the last game against Susquehanna. She did go a couple goals every now and then, but the Mustangs, they've only given up 11 goals so far this season. 11 goals through 20 games. That's impressive. I don't know if the mark will ever be beat that Bowling Springs did last year. A perfect season, only giving up 4 goals last year on the way to a state championship, and now the Mustangs have something going, and here comes a long shot, and deflected, that goes in! Maddie Bell with the shot, and I think it got deflected, but they're all congratulating Madison Bell.
Was that Maddie Bell?
Trying to get confirmation here on who scored that goal.
Was that Maddie Bell?
Yeah, they were all congratulating Mountie Bell, so I think that's the goal gonna be. For, yep. I probably got deflected, but I mean.
Very goal scored by number 3, Matty Bell.
I'm not hearing any arguments from the crowd here, so Matty Bell, the freshman, getting the goal here, and we have another corner for the Mustangs.
West Perry corner.
Matty Bell is one of 2 freshman starters for the Mustangs, the other one being Sully Steppe, who is a defender for the Mustangs. And now look at this formation. All West Perry players are coming up because time runs out, so this will end the third quarter. West Perry trying to score one more. They go for Jordan Byers. Byers takes a shot, and this is still live and still going, and nope, that would be it. Free course in the books. Matty Bell makes it 2-0 in the final minute of the third quarter. 2-0 for the Mustangs. They are now 15 minutes away from earning a spot in the PIAA State Championships for a second straight year. We'll be right back in 2 minutes for the start of the fourth and final quarter here at Mustang Stadium. You are watching the PIAA District 3 Constellation Semifinals. West Perry versus Eastern Lebanon County, exclusively on the West Perry Athletic Department YouTube channel. We'll be right back in less than 2 minutes for the fourth quarter at Mustang Stadium. We are back here set for the fourth quarter here at Mustang Stand. We have a couple scoring updates here. First, we have a final in District 3 AAA in one of the semifinals. The number 1 seed, Manheim Township. Now 18 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw, and they got a 2-1 victory in overtime over Penn Manor. So, Manheim Township will be going for a district championship at Central Dolphins Landis Field on Saturday. And we have a scoring update here in single A. The Susquehanna Blackhawks going for an upset potentially at the end of the first quarter, a long first quarter, by the Susquehanna Blackhawks in the championship semifinal, up 1-0 over Bowling Springs. Wouldn't that be something? Susquehanna can go for a district championship. All 3 district championship games are at Landis Field at Central Dauphin High School this Saturday. The single A championship will be decided first. They will be playing at 11 o'clock, I believe. Yep, 11 o'clock at Landis Field on Saturday morning, followed by 2A. That will follow up. That will be followed up at 1 o'clock. Okay, and we have a final score from one of the semifinals in Class 2A. As the Northern York Polar Bears won 2-0 over Ephrata, and Northern York punched their ticket to the District 3 2A championship game on Saturday. That will be at 1 o'clock at Landis Field.
Semifinal action with 10 minutes to go until halftime. It is Susquehanna 1, Boiling Springs 0.
Earlier today, the Newport Buffaloes beat the Anfield Crayona team. Newport Buffaloes awaits the winner of this game in a 5th place game on Saturday. Newport will be the away team no matter who wins this game, but right now it's looking very good for the West Prairie Mustangs. Here comes a shot. Jordan Byers with actually that was Jordan Byers. And a foul here. ELCO possession. Our next broadcast here on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel will be this Friday. PIAA District 3 AAA quarterfinal. West Prairie football. Coming off a tough loss against Steel High last week here at home on senior night, but they are now hosting the Bermudian Springs Eagles this Friday night. That will be our next broadcast here on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. A long run for Lauren Foster. First time mentioning her name in the game, and Lauren Foster unable to hang on. Lauren Foster, a senior, a triathlete here at West Prairie High School. She also plays basketball, and she's a big-time player on a softball team. West Prairie still hang on. Molly Sermon going up the middle here for Zoe Steppe. Down the middle here for Jordan Byers. Byers got to take a long shot, gets blocked, and nothing doing there. Molly Sermon looking for stuff. Actually, that's Autumn Albright. And we got West Prairie possession. It's not a corner. West Prairie is just 12 minutes away from going to the PIAA State Championships for the 2nd consecutive year. A year ago, the West Prairie Mustangs made it all the way to the state quarterfinals before losing to Northwestern Lehigh. That was an incredible game last year, but the West Prairie Mustangs, this has been a message from the head coach, Wendy Byers, from the very beginning. It is state championship or bust, and that's how determined. West Prairie's not going to win a district championship now, but hey, who says you need a district championship to go for the state championship? A great example of that, I know I mentioned this earlier, but a great example of that was the 2019 West Prairie softball team. When they finished 3rd place in District 3, getting the last spot into the state championships, and they dominated all the way to winning the state championship in 2019 as the 3rd place finisher in District 3. It seems like it's been a little bit of a trend, really, because for District 3, whenever, most of the time the champion doesn't go for a state championship. Seems like last year was the first year that Cumberland Valley hosted the field hockey state championships, and 5 out of 6 teams, a long shot, and that would not go in because, it did go in, but it's not going to count as a goal because it was outside the circle. But it's still going to be West Prairie possession, however. 5 of the 6 teams in the state championship games a year ago were all from District 3. The only difference was Wyoming area. Wyoming area was in the single-A championship, losing to Bowling Springs. Last year, it was a complete sweep for District 3 in state championship teams. Bowling Springs winning 1A, Mechanicsburg winning the 2A state championship, and Lower Dolphin winning the state championship in AAA. West Prairie trying to get into a mix of the PIAA powerhouses, and West Prairie's Jordan Byers' shot gets blocked by Marks. We knew this would be a defensive game, but the Mustangs hang on to a 2-0 lead. It's going to be very hard to predict who is going to be our West Prairie Athletic Department player of the game. We have another corner. First corner off the 4th quarter here for the Mustangs. That's corner number 18 now. One of the things that's for sure, that the West Prairie Mustangs we'll look for the Newport Buffaloes because this will be a rematch. If the scores holds up, it will be a rematch of the. Hold on, there's a long shot here and a pass down the middle and a shot and good save by Marks. Marks diving down and still West Prairie possession, still trouble here, brewing for the Mustangs, and we have another corner. So anyway, the West Prairie Mustangs and Newport Buffaloes, that was the Perry County Championship game at the very start of the year. The Mustangs winning their first Perry County Championship since 1999. Like Perry County has really been a very competitive county in field hockey. The biggest shock this year was the Greenwood Wildcats. They won a state championship back in 2020. And Greenwood Wildcats didn't even qualify for the District 3 playoffs this year. It's been a rough season. I think Greenwood only had, 5 or 6 wins this year. Losing all their star players that they had years prior. Marty Bell, good takeaway. Here's Molly Sermon. And this will be ELCO possession. Over halfway through the fourth and final quarter, the Mustangs are 7 minutes and 10 seconds away from setting up a date with Newport this Saturday. A Perry County matchup. Those two teams, West Perry and Newport, they faced each other in the third place game a year ago in the District 3 playoffs. This year, they'll be going for fifth if the West Perry Mustangs can hang on, and it looks like they are well on their way to doing that. But here we go. Molly Sermon back to Jordan Byers. Byers has had her shots, especially on the corners, but now she looks for a cross. And Mark's able to get out, but not by much as the Mustangs still hang on. Still no foul called. And here's, I think that's Lauren Foster up the middle. And this will not be good. Jordan Byers hang on. Going down the middle, Jordan Byers. Byers passing back to Molly Sermon. All the way here to Autumn Albright. The 3 Division I athletes working well together. Jordan Byers going to Iowa in 2 years. Autumn Albright going to Penn State in 2 years. Molly Sermon going to Villanova next year. Here's Jordan. Jordan going down the middle and takes a shot, gets deflected, and now we'll go in for Jordan Byers.
Westbury goals scored by number 2, Jordan Byers.
Jordan Byers finally gets the goal she has been looking for, and that could very well ice this game up. And now ELCO is going to take a timeout. What a big turnaround for the West Prairie Mustangs. The number 2 seed, I guess the number 3 seed, Eastern Lebanon County Raiders. A big turnaround from their last game against Susquehanna. Now, of course, both these teams would much rather be in a championship semifinal. But hey, like it really is weird. Like in single A, like if you lose the first round game, that's it, you're done. But if you get to the quarterfinals, then you're guaranteed a few more games after that. But out of the
Class 1A semifinals, at halftime is Ole Valley 1, Bishop McDevitt 0.
So Ole Valley.
Halftime is Susquehanna 1, Boiling Springs 0.
So the championship semifinals, Ole Valley with a 1-0 lead over Bishop McDevitt, and Susquehanna with a 1-0 lead over Boiling Springs. That could be an interesting matchup. Those two scores hold up. Ole Valley and Susquehanna. I mean, with the way that Susquehanna has been playing recently, I mean, it's possible. It's doable. I mean, we'll see. It'd be nice to have a Perry County team win a District 3 championship this year. But our only hope is Susquehanna on the other side of the county from here. You know what would be really cool for Perry County? If we can set up an all Perry County championship game in the state playoffs. Wouldn't that be cool? That's pretty much everyone in Perry County would have to go over to Cumberland Valley High School for that game. So here we go after Eastern Lebanon County timeout. And I mean, this is still almost hard to believe, but these two teams, like Eastern Lebanon County, still looking for their first shot of this game. They really only have one good offensive possession. West Perry hangs on here. This will be their first ever win against the Raiders in a District 3 playoff game. Back in 1992, it was the first meeting between these two teams, and the ELCO Raiders won 2-0, and they later went on to the state championship game that year in 1992. I was probably a thought back then, but I was born in 94. I don't know. I'll have to ask my parents about that. Here's Lauren Foster. Lauren Foster hasn't really done a whole lot so far in this game. This is really the fourth quarter is really the first time we were mentioning her in this game. But Lauren Foster able to hang on, and this will be taken away by the Raiders. So I was trying to make a point earlier that if you're in the top 8 teams in District 3 single A, 7 of them are going to the state playoffs. So it would really be bad if you're that one team that does not qualify. Right, really, you only have to win one more game. And so far, we already know who's going to be in that 7th place game. Anfield Cleona, who lost to Newport earlier today by a score of 3-2. And so, yeah, like this score holds up. Unless ELCO does something crazy here, that they'll be hosting Anfield Cleona. That's a Lancaster Lebanon League matchup right there in the 7th place game, and one of those two teams will qualify for a state championship while the other will end their season. This is huge for the Mustangs because with a win here today, they will qualify for the state playoffs and set up a Perry County matchup for 5th place against Newport in a rematch of the Perry County Championship game. And that will be here on Mustang Stadium on Saturday, and that ball just goes wide. What time is that game on Saturday? Does anybody know? 11? Okay, 11 o'clock on Saturday? Sweet. Yeah. Won't be at Landis Field. It will be here at Mustang Stadium.
No, Alex, you can't stay overnight in the press box.
Aw. Well, how about I just join the West Prairie Marching Band? Yeah, you want to talk about a big performance coming up for the West Prairie Marching Band. They finished 5th place in the regionals this past weekend, and with that, they qualify for our West Prairie Marching Band qualify for the U.S. Bands Open Class National Championships at 8:26 Saturday morning. The West Prairie Marching Band will be performing in that national championship at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey, home of the New York Giants and New York Jets. What an amazing opportunity. The only bad thing for the marching band, however, with that, is that they have a football game the night before. Yeah, that's going to be a long night for the West Prairie Marching Band. They have a football game here on Friday night, West Prairie versus Bermudian Springs. And then I don't know what they will do after that. Will they just get on a bus straight to New York? I mean, it's going to be a long night for a West Prairie Marching Band on Saturday. We'll have to ask Mr. Weisman what his plans are for Friday night, heading into Saturday morning. But it really is a cool experience for our West Prairie Marching Band to play at MetLife Stadium. Maybe the New York Giants and Jets will be cheering them on. Saquon Barkley, maybe? West Prairie looking to tackle one more, and there's a cross, and just goes wide. Diving effort for Shay Dyer, as well as Julie Loy, as we are 1 minute away from finding out who qualifies for the state championships. And you can take a pretty good guess on who that's going to be. ELCO is looking for their first shot of the game here in the final minutes. Across and intercepted by Autumn Albright. That's the future Penn State Nittany Lion. And what a complete, dominant performance for the West Prairie Mustangs. Sure, they would have probably preferred hosting Bowling Springs tonight in a championship semifinal. But hey, you get a win here, you qualify for states. And you're 30 seconds away from just doing that. The Raiders looking for a shot. And they got 15 seconds to do that. This crowd, not a very big crowd here tonight, probably because of the cold weather. And it goes out of bounds. The Raiders with one last opportunity. And the West Prairie Mustangs, with a 3-0 victory, sets up a date with Newport and qualifies for the state championships.
That is our ball game tonight, folks. Your final score: the West Prairie Mustangs 3, the ELCO Raiders 0. West Prairie will now play the Newport Buffaloes here at Mustang Stadium Saturday morning at 11 o'clock in the District 3 Class 1A 5th place game.
That is going to do it for us here at Mustang Stadium. As the West Prairie Mustangs, the number 2 seed, will go for 5th place on Saturday morning here at Mustang Stadium. A rematch of the Perry County Championship game, West Perry versus Newport, and you can catch that game live here on the West Perry Athletic Party YouTube channel. Our next broadcast here on YouTube will be on Friday night when West Perry football, 9-1, the number 3 seed in District 3 AAA, will host the Bermudian Springs Eagles here at Mustang Stadium. 3 versus 6, District 3 AAA quarterfinal. West Perry versus Bermudian Springs, our next broadcast here on Friday night starting at 7 o'clock. That is going to do for us. Our West Prairie Athletic player of the game goes to the entire West Prairie team. A great defensive game for the Mustangs. And they wrap it up with a 3-0 win. Goal summary for the Mustangs. First goal was scored by Molly Zimmerman off a beautiful corner. Then Madison Bell, the freshman, making it 2-0 in the third quarter. And then Jordan Byers finishing off with a good goal to make it 3-0 in our final score. The Eastern Lebanon County Raiders will now host this 7th place game, win or go home in the state qualifier. In 7th place game on Saturday, Eastern Lebanon County will host Anfield Cleona on Saturday morning. West Prairie versus Newport right here in a Perry County matchup going for 5th place. That's going to do for us here at Mustang Stadium. On behalf of our athletic director, Ryan Anderson, our public address announcer, Brent Anderson, our high school principal, Christopher Casian, our superintendent, Jeff Coons, and all of us here at West Prairie High School, I am Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics, saying so long from Mustang Stadium. This has been a presentation of the PIAA District 3 Constellation Semifinal, West Prairie versus Eastern Lebanon County, exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. Your final score on this one, the Mustangs win it 3-0. Good night, everybody.